What'd you do?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about the delay. We had to wait for someone to come out of the crapper. I am Retro Randy. Shannon is getting ready to sit the hell down, and Heaven is doing something. But this is going to be another one of those 7th Street Geeks what the fuck episodes.
Hey, where's your tablet?
My tablet's not even charged.
Oh,
we can try to get it running. Well, here. Put it here. Let's see if this will work and get it charging. I forgot to plug it up. If you can get a power thing to it, you can charge it real quick. But I don't know if it's got any power to it or not. Yeah, it's not wanting to kick on.
Alright, give me a second. I'll be right back then.
Oh, the keyboard at least works.
Oh god, yay.
But, okay. Tonight's topic is mailing our dicks. And if you're not familiar with what mailing your dick is, about 3 years ago, the internet group Underbelly did an episode
Can you hand me the charger?
where they did this thing where they're going to mail their dicks to companies that piss them off, i.e. Nintendo, EA, 4Kids Entertainment, Funimation, so on and so on. I have always loved the concept of, we're going to mail our dicks. We're not literally, I'm not going to literally chop off my dick and then mail it to somebody, but it's the whole...
Mail a one free slap you in the fucking face coupon.
Pretty much. But I have a list of a few companies, and I know Heaven and I know Shannon's got a few. That just absolutely fucking pissed them off to no avail.
Companies that piss me off?
Yes.
Sorry, cool.
There's a few companies that you've wanted to mail your dick to.
Give complaints to?
Yeah, they've done something so horrendous that you're like, fuck you and the horse you rode in on.
It's like every single company I can think of that doesn't give me second seasons to anything.
Fago. Oh my gosh, the Fago company and limiting their resources to where I can't get some motherfucking Fago.
That or their underground licenses. Do you not know what rock group has, or what group is
ICP.
Yeah. Fago does tons of shit for them, and it's not reported.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Literally, no joke, at the Gathering of Juggalos, there are Fago trucks there, ready to go, because Fago, either ICP is buying it, or Fago is saying to him. And if I was Fago, and you have these underground rap group that's pretty shitty and kind of... What is it?
I want some extra board. Out your computer.
My computer's got some charge.
Your computer got some charge?
Yeah. I can plug it for now. I'll tell you when to plug it back in. But yeah. They literally do a lot of shit. And, that's ICP's spick. It's like, I've known people who I'm going to ICP shows and I got flooded with Fago. That's cool. I went to the Up in Smoke tour. My high school paid for it. I got high.
I would have loved to have gone to an ICP just for the Fago, though. I wouldn't have cared about the songs. I love Fago. I'm a Fago-holic. If I can get my hands on it, I drink it.
I've only had like
my favorite flavors are grape,
Fagos in my life.
Grape and big cherry.
See, okay, there. Right there. You got it right there. See, Heaven just fucking mailed her dick to fucking Fago. Like, stop being ICP's fucking whores and...
So, more publicly, I want fucking Fago! I don't want to have to become a part of the insane clown posse to get fucking Fago!
And possibly arrested by the FBI because you'd be part of a gang.
Exactly! I just want to drink some motherfucking Fago!
How do I know if this is charging?
It should have a battery come up. Shannon?
It's not working! Save me!
Do we have to get you a computer?
No, but this is not charging.
It should. Push the little power button.
Push.
I don't see anything. Fuck if you fuck it. We gotta find a way to get you a fucking computer.
Yeah, we did.
That's the reason why I gotta get that fucking Mac Mini running. But since Shannon's still dicking around, I will say my first dick I'm gonna mail out is to Apple.
Why?
Always Apple. I hate
Always
their
Apple.
products.
Okay. Why I'm gonna mail my dick to Apple this time? Because the iWatch, or the watch, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. They are pimping this watch that, oh my god, you fucking need it.
I can't understand why you can eat spaghetti like that.
Don't judge.
Don't judge, yeah. But they have this new Apple Watch.
I've seen commercials.
Yeah, $349. And then you have, like, the Super Gold Edition. It's like $5,000 that only dickbag hipsters are going to wear.
Ones that can afford it, dickbag hipsters.
Yeah. Okay, and I hate to say this, the biggest buyers of Apple products are college students.
I hate Apple. Give me a Zune any day.
Seriously, I do
Zune
hate
died. Microsoft.
That's what's even fucking sadder. I could actually understand how a Zune works.
I'm sorry, I hate
Apple's
Apple
like-
myself.
Okay, don't get me wrong, I was raised with Apple. I was raised with Apple from age 3 to age 15.
Well, there's several reasons why I hate Apple. Okay?
Okay.
I just don't believe that their iOS system or whatever it is just... I don't know. It ticks me off.
I'm really sick of the whole the iOS. Okay, iTunes pisses me off. Oh my god, does iTunes piss me off? Every other day, like, iTunes has an update. Well, I don't want your fucking update. I remember when iTunes used to have a fucking burn button so I could burn my music to a fucking CD.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, but it just with Apple and their kind of like their phones and stuff like that, I wouldn't feel safe with their systems. Like, I just, it feels like there could be so many, like, people hacking into it so easily, more than Android.
Android actually has more hacks.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's because Android's such an open source.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Right.
that tablet's source. I have an Android game console in the other room that we use for our Let's Plays.
Well, I mean, my phone is an Android.
Yeah.
I'm an Android
Android is
person.
such an open source system, it's not even funny. But
It just feels like they're durable and they work much better than...
Apple does great things, like when Macs that are actually affordable and shit like that.
Yeah.
When they do stupid fucking things, when they're like, well, every other year we need to release a new version of the iMac. Oh, and we're no longer going to have 15-inch screens. Now you have to deal with the 13-inch screen and suck a dick.
Well, I mean, I think iPads, for example, are great, except for the one that tried to break my foot. Almost broke my foot.
That's because that's the second-gen iPad.
Right, that thing is heavy.
It is. I remember when I got the fucker too. Now, the new iPads are not that dangerous.
Yeah.
But, again, I will tell you exactly all these smartphones have done is just open businesses for every Tom, Dick, and Harry who knows how to use a couple screwdrivers and a little bit of electronic knowledge.
Right.
Right.
Because, I'm sorry...
Now, I've torn open because when I worked at Alorca, you were allowed to grab an iPhone and take it apart and put it back together and all that stuff. So, it's just, iPhones seem so fragile without their little otter boxes.
No fucking kidding. The glass phone.
Well,
Right.
I hate to tell you this, the new one's, mine, doesn't have a glass on the back of it.
Oh, let me see. I've never seen it because I've always thought they were glass everything.
No, the front screen is glass. I right now this
Like my mom, she has an iPhone like 5, and it's completely glass.
Yeah, they stopped doing that with the 5Ss.
And now you can't even take the phone off anymore. Like apparently the Apple, you can't take it off to get the battery and blah 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 unless you're screwing shit and doing all techie walkie shit. You have to
use their proprietary screws, which if you're gonna mod your phone, you take.
Like, I mean, I guess I don't have any room to talk pretty much because I've never really owned an iPhone. I've played with several,
Right.
but I've never really owned one and got to learn it from experience. So I kind of have no room to talk, but I kind of do.
I've had iPhones since they first came out.
It's just.
Well,
what version of the iPhone is your favorite?
My favorite version? I'm gonna say my favorite version so far has probably been the 4.
Okay.
The 4 was my favorite only because I literally walked into Best Buy and there was a girl at the AT&T store says, you can't get that less than $1,000. And I walked there and they're like, how much for a brand new iPhone? They're like, $600. Bam, here's $600. Give me my damn phone.
Well.
And that was when I was still with Megan, and I was getting buku money for her, and we were filing kind of jointly, and on the impression that we were still married.
Right. Mario died. Continue.
But
Is Fluttershy's wings blue? Like the wings on her butterflies blue or pink?
they're pink.
On the butterflies.
Let me look.
They're
I
pink.
think they're blue.
Blue or pink? I don't know. And I hate My Little Pony, and I should. Why do I know this shit?
You just know this shit.
Fluttershy?
Yes.
But okay, you want. Okay, we went with Apple. You know what mine I'm gonna say?
What?
The Hub.
What's wrong with the Hub?
I'm sorry. The Hub is built around 2 fucking shows: My Little Pony and the new Transformers show.
They kind of look like pink, but with a blue body.
Thank you.
But
Yeah, pink.
okay.
Body.
Every day you have a killer lineup that has some decent cartoons. You have G.I. Joe, stuff like that.
What about when they have R.L. Stein's Haunted Hour or whatever?
They don't get a lot of ratings. Their biggest rating show for the Hub is My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic.
To be fair, it's
What's
a huge
the Hub?
fandom.
I'm sorry.
The Hub's the channel where My Little Pony's played on.
The Hub is meant to be a channel for children to be able to watch most of the time, if not all of the time. And it usually ranges from ages like...
Okay, so basically it's a kid.
Okay.
It's a kid...
thing.
It's supposed to be a kid-friendly channel.
It's supposed to be Nickelodeon without the Nickelodeon bullshit.
It's supposed to be
Okay, I like
Nickelodeon, Disney,
Yeah.
and Nicktoons, and Disney Tunes. All
Now,
that
is this
stuff.
like on cable or is this like online?
It's on cable. We have
Cable.
it. We get it.
I'm gonna have to look at it.
I remember I used to watch it because they had Batman on it. They had the old Adam West Batman on it.
Not to mention they had Batman Beyond for a while, too.
Yeah, they had G.I. Joe, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna watch this fucking channel. And then My Little Pony came out, and I'm like, fuck this show. Immediately, I lost interest as soon as My Little Pony came on. I'm like, okay.
Oh, I've got a good one actually. Do you want to know who I'd mail my dick to?
Who?
Disney.
Why?
Thank you.
Making another fucking Frozen movie.
Because it sells.
There you go, Shannon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's an iPhone 5S. It's out.
He's so smooth.
I know.
They're, oh my god, I never knew how tiny these were.
Yeah.
I've never really actually held one without the...
Yeah.
Whoa, that's like light.
And then the OtterBox is heavy as fuck.
Yeah!
That's the reason why I'm like, I have no problem dropping my fucking phone because I have that.
Well, like, seriously, no. I seriously thought these were the heavy things, and that was the light thing.
Fluttershy's eye color.
Okay.
But, yeah, Disney. I will agree with you on Disney. I fucking hate Disney Channel.
I hate the fact that they
What?
have stopped using actual Disney animation altogether. Like, actual drawing, you know, what was funded on Disney, and now we're doing only Pixar. That shit pisses me
Or all
off.
computer animated.
Like, I want to go back to the old style, like
Like-
a Jungle Book and Aristocrats.
Like, the last film that
Cats.
was ever done in the drawn style was Princess and the Frog. And it was a great movie, and I'm so mad that they stopped doing the actual drawn animation.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, it's a.
I don't care that you haven't seen it. It's just the idea that it's an example
Right.
of how recent they stopped using the draw animation.
I just think they're trying to go to a point, oh, let's make it look real and shit like that.
That's
I
the-
understand that they're trying to do that, but you throw in some drawn films. Have art be a thing again still. Not have
No,
art majors feeling like fucking failures going through college trying to do, you know, design and stuff so they can go and do movies and stuff like they had seen growing up and find that they can't get a job unless they did computer design.
Yep, exactly. I fucking agree, because you have all these dickbags who like, well, I'm going to go to Full Sail, and after I go to Full Sail, I'm going to work at Disney, because guess what? Because I have a degree, and I know how to... But you can't draw a fucking cube. But you can do it on computer, and you can Photoshop and everything else. There's
People, okay, you know, I'm going to say this right now. Photoshopping is easier than actually sitting down, taking your time to draw shit.
Okay.
Well,
Case-
yeah, it's just putting images that have already been created together.
And that's what I think is going on. I think Disney's getting behind on stuff, and they're trying to flip out, and then they don't have time to do this drawing and stuff anymore, and they're wanting to go boom, 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 Disney movie, Disney movie, Disney movie.
It takes just as long to do the actual concept art for the three-dimensional movies, then moving from the concept art to the storyboards, then moving from the storyboards to the 3D modeling and the actual modeling, and then the digital parts that take at least 6 months out of the year, and that's not even including the idea that they're taking vacations
But the
during
drawing
this.
actually does take a little bit more time.
Of course it takes a little bit more
That's
time, but
why-
that puts the real love and care into these...
Okay, during the Disney Renaissance, Aladdin took 2 years to do.
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast took 2 years to do. Yes.
2 years?
And guess how long Finding Dory is taking? 15.
Really? Are you shitting me right
Yeah,
now?
they
took them 15 years to do Finding Dory because they have to do all of the engineering and stuff for the 3D animations because they gotta take these sculpted models, then scan them into a computer and stuff from every angle, and then make sure that they get all of the specific bites and stuff to move right.
I think they're just putting too much effort into stuff like this.
I don't know why the fuck they made. I don't know why the fuck they made Finding Dory in the first place.
Because everyone liked Finding Nemo.
Oh,
no, and because everybody was a fan of Dory, too.
This again, why? That's the reason why. That's why I bought that T-shirt that says "Only lesbians speak whale." And the lesbian goes and does the quote.
Oh, let me try Humpback.
But yeah, that's.
I'm totally getting your kid to watch that tomorrow. I want to watch Finding Nemo so bad.
He'll watch it. He'll sit there and watch the whole damn thing, and then he'll want to watch it again and again and again.
Okay.
I like
Get
you
him addicted to Finding Nemo.
again. Wonderful. But no, they're doing this. But yeah, but there's okay. What's Disney's other big thing they're doing? I don't know. Marvel. What's making tons of money for them? Marvel. Superhero movies.
Of course, because it was already a popular thing before they united, and they're like, let's join evil forces to take over all of the monopoly of money.
But here's the other thing. They have an animated feature that dealt with superheroes that was not Marvel. We can't do another Incredibles movie. And literally they...
I know, it's making me so mad because it just had so much potential.
There was a sequel game made. There was good.
Yeah, because of the ending, there's like it's 300.
Yeah, it was called the. Do we have to Let's Play the Incredibles, the Wrath, the Underminer?
I guess, but
because you only play as two characters, Mr. Incredible or Frozone.
I really think they should make another movie.
I feel that it would, like, now that they're united with Marvel, it gives them more of an excuse to do Incredibles 2.
Hey, Evan, you might want to switch up on your noodles.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Well, don't want to get stick and burn.
But again, they're doing the shit. But then, it's Disney, so they're going to go through it. And also, I'm afraid they're going to ruin the Deadpool movie.
Actually, I'm kind of very frightened for that.
But we also could also say this right now because Deadpool came out as part of an X-Men movie.
Yeah.
So Fox still technically owns it. But this is the same company who owned Fantastic Four, and they go, well, we're going to remake Fantastic Four, and we're going to tell our actors don't read any of the comic books for this movie. We're just going to give them a sign.
Yeah, that was just as bad as freaking Last Airbender coming out.
This is a brand new Fantastic Four coming out. Have you not seen the trailer for it?
Meaning, as they reading the stuff and blah 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 like that.
Yeah.
That's just as bad as when they let the Last Airbender out.
Oh my gosh,
They pronounced a lot of names wrong. They got the whole technique of like the fire bending, the air bending, the just
at least Sophie
wrong.
wasn't wrong.
Shut up. It's just the part where they get the whole entire thing wrong because, like, water bending and air bending, it's supposed to be like movements of your wrist and stuff, and they're just like blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
It's like no.
Well, here's the fucking problem. Is that we tried earlier last decade to make anime live action movies. We tried. There was
that I have no problem with.
No, they tried.
Dragon Ball Z.
They tried.
The Dragon Ball Z movie, the live action one that flopped terribly.
Yeah. You know how long that movie was in production?
Now, if you do it wrong,
Not long.
No, that movie was in production from 1998. When Dragon Ball Z got really big in America in the late 90s, because of Cartoon Network.
That's sad. I was expecting more.
Oh, here's the funny thing. You know who the first confirmed person for that movie was?
Who?
Bill Goldberg, the wrestler.
Whoa.
He was confirmed to play Nappa.
That would have been kind of cool, though.
Bill Goldberg, the way he's built, he's fucking Nappa without the Saiyan armor. But he went and saw how... They went to a wrestling show and they found out he announced he's Nappa. Someone literally went to him afterwards and showed him how Nappa dies. Immediately after that, Bill Goldberg called Fox and told them to go fuck themselves. Because, again, at the time, he was the heavyweight champion of WCW. He was Mr. Undefeated Streak. How can you go for having the undefeated streak every Monday night, every Thursday night, and every one Sunday a month to that, and then... get killed like a bitch.
Right. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Actually, maybe you want to have naked noodles. No.
Well, these naked noodles have butter.
Okay. Oh, hell, they're making me do this.
Oh,
Alright, they're doing this, so we have to have a commercial break.
What? We didn't get a lot of the chili.
I know we did.
I didn't get anything, man. I'm hungry.
But it's like...
Aïe, ne tuez plus les moustiques avec des claques sur vos joues. Aïe, des claques sur vos cuisses. Des claques sur vos bras. Aïe, Super Timor est là.
Super Timor est encore plus fort avec sa nouvelle formule. Le temps de sentir l'odeur Super Timor, les insectes sont déjà morts.
Super Timor avec sa nouvelle formule. Vraiment, vraiment plus fort. Le numéro 1.
Awesome.
And we're back. That was Super Timor, our somewhat sponsor. If they ever found out that Americans are so ripping on this company, they would probably sue us in Ghana. Yes, that's what it is. Super Timor is a Ghanan, a bug spray can company with bug spray cans about that fucking big for mosquitoes. Ooh. And I'm surprised they've not sued us yet. Or even heard we do this. I found this shit out from Steven Larson. Alright. We went from Disney. My next one is the internet company Machinima.
Machinima?
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm looking at it like that.
They were the ones who broadcast Red vs. Blue, Halo News, stuff like that. They did Inside Gaming. They did. I know you don't like the Inside Gaming guys.
And why is your reasoning?
Because they've literally lost all their talent. And now they went from, we're a video game company, to, let's talk about fucking movies all the time. And all we can talk about is Avengers news and something really stupid with some other movie. And then they get stars for movies that no one gives a fuck about. Like, hey, we're going to talk about Hot Tub Time Machine 2, because who went to go see Hot Tub Time Machine 2?
I actually heard the theater was completely empty the first night, but...
I wanted to go, actually.
The premise is cool, but like the cast just seems really retarded. Like,
I just wanted to see what they came up with for this one.
Apparently they go back to fighting the revolution, shit like that.
Did anybody hear about the news there might be another Grown Ups movie?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Did you hear the Adam Sandler's movie? Adam Sandler's new movie quickly got quietly moved to video on demand.
What?
The Cobbler got moved from in theaters to quietly into video on demand.
Why?
Well, let's look at Rotten Tomatoes real quick.
Okay. Probably all that hate, right?
Oh yeah, because we now watch Rotten Tomatoes like it's crazy. I still love the fact that Cinderella got an 84. Let's see, it's The Cobbler. Yeah, The Cobbler. Yeah, it got a 7% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Why?
Apparently what it is Adam Sandler plays a guy who makes shoes and beats up criminals.
Oh, I've heard about this. But
I want to see it so bad now.
It's on video demand. We can download it right now if we went to in the front room. We can go.
I really think the cool movie that was not recently but a couple of years ago, You Don't Mess with the Zohan. I thought that was
love that movie.
Yeah.
That was okay. I'm sorry. Adam Sandler's best movies were when he was still doing
Happy Gilmore and stuff.
Yeah, when he was still doing the I speak unintelligibly and I play the drunk dumbass.
Billy Madison.
Yeah, those sort of movies, those childish fucking movies that he used to do. He doesn't do those anymore. Now it's all these family fucking friendly movies. Like I have to do Click and the one where he has a sister and
I did like Click and Jack and Jill.
Jack and Jill. It's okay, but
I just like the fact that he had to cross-dress.
Eddie Murphy cross-dressed too for 2 movies, and people hated those.
The
Nutty Professor movies.
I never got to see those.
Wait, what?
See
yeah, you never seen the Nutty Professor movies with Eddie Murphy. Every one of those members of the family is Eddie Murphy. Is each one of those members, including the grandmother and the mom.
You got Shannon interested now.
Okay, I'm sorry. Adam Sandler's movie did worse than 50 Shades of Grey in ratings.
To be fair, though, 50 Shades of Grey got probably more praise because of popularity.
But an anime movie, a Japanese movie called Kumiko the Treasure Hunter is at an 87%.
I want to see that.
Yeah, good luck. You'd have to drive to Indy or Chicago to go see it.
I know.
Half these movies that people go out and people are like, oh my god, they're so great. They come out to these shitty reviews like Do You Believe, The Gunman, Accidentally in Love. Cinderella got an 84, but really and honestly, let's be real honest about why Cinderella is getting, the good ratings that it is and why people want to go see it and why it did so well. It's not because it's a retelling of Cinderella. What's on before the fucking Cinderella movie?
What?
A Frozen short called Frozen Fever, where Elsa and Olaf give Anna a birthday party.
Oh my god.
So you get 10 minutes of Frozen, yay! And you see the snowman eat cake, and ha 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 ha, and Elsa gets to run around in the summer. Why'd that bitch melt? But yeah, you have. I'm surprised the Duff did well. Shit. You're like, what the fuck?
I colored the wrong color.
God. But yeah, you know what? Well, here's another thing we mail our dicks to. Fucking Rotten Tomatoes. Thanks for ruining every fucking film people want to go see.
Why?
Okay, Chappie, 31%.
For people who don't use Rotten Tomato.
Yeah, okay. Here's what Rotten Tomato is that they determine on how good a movie is by critic reviews. So they go by if it's fresh or rotten.
Yeah.
What? Because of Eddie Murphy cross-dressing?
Granny Club, Buddy Love, Papa Club, Mama Club, Ernie Club, Sherman Club. Oh my god. What?
Yeah.
No!
Yep.
Like, he just did every single person.
Yeah, he did.
How much time that must have took?
From what I remember hearing in commentary for The Nutty Professor, I think some of the dinner scenes took about 7 days to shoot.
Oh my god.
The two dinner scenes had taken... Because they also did it in the second movie where, like, his character Buddy Love gets it on with the grandma. So I'm like, Eddie Murphy's getting it on with himself, and I'm like... How? And the bad thing is that the Nutty Professor got a sequel. Why did it get a fucking sequel?
I think they should have left it the way.
What?
Because it got a sequel.
Well, it got a sequel, and then I remember because I was back in the day when I used to watch MTV, when MTV was somewhat relevant.
They should have left it the way it was.
Like, the only thing I remember about Nutty Professor 2 is that they somehow stuck the thong song to it. You're like, what the fuck's the thong song?
Yeah,
I'm just not gonna ask.
I'm going to ask, what's the thong song?
Okay, there was a guy who was part of a group called Rough Riders named Cisco, who was this black guy with, like, white hair. Mm-hmm. He, like, had, like, this old man white hair. Mm-hmm. And he literally did a song about how he likes to see women in thongs.
Okay.
I'll play the video for you.
I'll do that later.
It's like, let me see that thong.
Oh, no, I'm good.
Baby, that thong, the thong.
Okay, so, also I gotta say something real quick. I know it's completely off topic. Remember the song Jack Sparrow that we were talking about? I was listening to that in the donation center today, thinking I had my earplugs in properly. And, well, the donation person comes over and she's like, Shannon, I'm like, what? She's like, turn it off. I'm like, turn what off? She's like, turn it off. And I unplugged my thing, and I was like, oh my god. I did not know that song was that vulgar until, like, I listened through my earphones.
Good job.
And I was like, oh my god. And they were just kind of, like, a lot of people were staring at me. This old lady who just started donating, she was just kind of looking at me like, and I was like, what's going on? She's like, you need Jesus. And I was like, what? She's like, you need Jesus, honey. And I'm like,
because some of the language in that song.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I did not know I got the explicit version.
I love that song. Like I said, I
didn't know I got the bad version.
This is the tale of Captain Jack Sparrow.
But she just kind of looked at me. She's like, you need Jesus.
You should look at her like, no, I don't need Jesus. That girl who beat the hell out of the girl in Indianapolis needs Jesus. Oh
I'm just
God!
like, oh my God!
I'm still pissed off about that too. Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, her charges came out, by the way.
Yeah.
What about?
2 level 5 felonies, and a few misdemeanors. None charged as an adult. No hate crimes.
Shocker.
Should I go down there and kick her ass?
You have to get in the Marion County Jail first.
I'll bust her out, pretend to be buddy, and then just freaking beat the shit out of her.
Don't. But no, like, okay, back to Rotten Tomatoes. This website originally was really good, and you could see you could then tell, like, hey, I want to see something, and they have tons of movies on there you can think of. Name a movie. Name a movie that you love.
The Penguin and the Pebble and the Penguin.
Okay. And you have to do something where you pull up the externally handicapped keyboard. Okay, the Pebble and the Penguin. Alright, just for heaven's sake. The Pebble and the Penguin. It is 11% fresh. It's a rotten movie.
I don't care. I love that movie. If they can suck my dick.
Hold on, let me think of a movie here.
All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Yeah, there you go. And then Lady in the Tramp after that.
It's probably Disney, so it'll get good. Okay, All Dogs Go to Heaven. 50% rotten.
Ouch. Lady in the Tramp.
I mean, to be fair, it just improved by a lot of percent from one MGM movie to the next.
Actually, it's from one Don Bluth movie to the next. 89% fresh.
What about Thumbelina, another Don Bluth movie? I love Don Bluth.
Yeah, me too.
And then there's also Anastasia.
Really? Anastasia was made by Don
Plug me,
Bluth?
Yes.
plug me up, Shannon.
Plug you up.
Yeah. Thumbelina, 25% rotten.
That
Oh,
Anastasia.
What was it? I'm sorry. What were we looking at before? Sorry, my brain. Space.
Okay. I can tell you it's going to be rotten because Meg Ryan did the voice. 86% fresh!
Yes!
You know what my favorite Don Bluth thing ever made was?
What?
Dragon's Lair, the video game. You didn't know that, did you?
Nope.
John Bluth made 3 video games. Dragon's Lair, Space Ace, and Dragon's Lair 2 Time Warp.
I just like Don Bluth in most of his movies.
Oh yeah, his movies. He was a fucking loss when Disney lost him. But I understand why.
Disney wanted him or had
No,
him?
who do you think made Aristocrats, Robin Hood, Sword in the Stone?
Are you serious? Those are all him?
Yeah.
No wonder why I love those fucking movies.
Yeah.
What about Pete's Dragon? I'm sorry, but...
I think he had a hand in that. Let me look him up real quick.
Well, not for Don Bluth as much as Rotten Tomato.
Okay, I'll look at Pete's Dragon in a second, but yeah.
Why didn't they just kill him? His tail eyes.
I think he died a long. No, he's still fucking alive. Holy fuck.
Don Bluth?
Yeah, Don Bluth's still alive.
Damn.
And he's a Mormon.
I'm okay with this. Perfectly okay with this.
See here. What else did he make? He made The Rescuers, Robin Hood, Pete's Dragon.
Man, all of my movies from my childhood that I love.
Secret of Nim.
That's awesome movie. Did you hear that they're making a live action of it?
You know what I want them to make live action, and it will never get fucking made? Is the Redwall series.
They had a good animated series going for a while on PBS.
And but they fucked that real fast.
I'm gonna go make some more noodles.
Okay.
Make me some too.
Yeah. That's what I said.
They fucked that real bad. So I can tell you exactly how they fucked that, because they did Redwall, then they did Martin the Warrior, and then they did Masflone.
I only know Redwall.
They did sequels. They're still making fucking Redwall books. Like, the original writer died, Ryan Jacobs died, but people are still writing them.
That's wonderful.
I think you could do the 3 books of Redwall, Martin the Warrior, and do the 3rd book, and just do them as a trilogy. Or just do Redwall as a fucking trilogy, because then you could do the first part, all about Martin. The second movie where he kind of the first one where Matthias, bumbling, starts he comes upon, Martin's armor. The second movie he kind of trains a little bit. The 3rd movie he finally kills Cunning the Rat. That's a fucking trilogy right there. Mm-hmm. But you know what you do? You don't do this bullshit of, we're going to release them 3 years apart. That's something that just utterly pisses me off about Hollywood. That's another thing I'll be on my dick to Hollywood about. Is this bullshit of, hey, we're going to make a trilogy, but we're going to take 3 years to fucking do it. But we film all the movies at the same time so we can drag it the fuck out. How about you film all 3 movies, and while you have an editing team, get 3 separate directors, by the way, for each movie. Mm-hmm. So you have movie number 1, movie number 2, and movie number 3. You release movie number 1, and then, because we have, 12 months in a year?
Yeah.
3 months later, movie number 2. Uh-huh. While movie number 1's still fresh, so you can do the whole movie number 1, movie number 2. And then release movie number 3, and keep movie 1 and 2.
But I feel that from a selling standpoint, that the reason why they separate it by years is because once you get the next movie to come out, there's so much hype to figure out what you'd missed. You buy the first movie, you watch it, and then you go see the second one in theaters. The same with going from the second to the third. I
will correct you on that. When they first started doing the James Bond series, they would literally do this. They would do 3-part marathons. And they've done this, they're doing it with fucking Avengers. They're doing it where, hey, you pay X number of dollars, you get to see Avengers 1 and 2 in the same showing. But because we're so attention deficit idiot morons now that we can't sit through, because Hollywood's literally made a decree that they won't make 3-hour movies. It's special when they make a movie that's over 3 hours.
That makes me so mad that they don't anymore. I liked sitting for hours just watching a movie.
Okay.
It was nice.
Just trying to help me remember.
Name 3 movies that had an intermission in them.
An intermission?
Yeah, an intermission. Where they literally just, the movie stops, you get your ass up, go piss, go get some food, and sit your ass back down for a minute.
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
That's one I remember from my childhood.
I don't think Mary
Poppins did not have an intermission. I can name it.
I remember the BBC original Narnia ones. The ones from BBC had intermissions.
Yep. Okay, I can name 3 right now off the top of my head.
And that's a series of the movies. They all had intermissions.
Godfather 1 and 2. Godfather 1 and 2 had an intermission in them.
Really?
Yeah. Godfather's like a 4-hour long movie.
It is pretty long. Although I haven't really sat down to really...
We need to have a day where Heaven sees the Godfather's movies.
I didn't like them, to be honest.
Well, okay, if you can get past the subtle... Okay, once you get the subtle nuances of like, hey, they're talking about murdering motherfuckers, you kind of...
That wouldn't bother me. I'm quite used to watching, like, Criminal Minds and stuff of extreme brutality.
But you get that. Then you have... Godfather 2 had one. Gone with the Wind had an intermission. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang had one. The last movie to have an intermission in the United States that was American made was Gods and Generals, and that was 2003.
Wow.
Gods and Generals was 5 hours long.
Wow.
So you literally sat through 2.5 hours movie, 15-minute intermission, and go back to the movie.
They need to do that again. I miss
They won't do it. Because Quentin Tarantino pushed Miramax, or now the Weinstein Company, to allow him to do Kill Bill as one big fucking movie. Because he wanted to do Kill Bill Part 1 right after she kills Owen, intermission. And then she goes right into Part 2. Because that scene at the very beginning of the second one where she's driving, that was just added.
Really?
Yeah. There's no fucking reason why Quentin Tarantino should have got his way to do that. But no, we have to be, dickish prudes, and, we can't have, the intermission movies anymore.
That's so sad.
It is. It's like Disney giving up fucking hand-drawn animation.
Don't get me started. I'm still peeved.
It's like the Warner Brothers cartoons, how they completely ruined them.
What are we talking about?
Speaking of Warner Brother cartoons, Animaniacs.
I think that they could do an anime. What I'd love for them to do with Animaniacs is to do a Roger Rabbit style movie with Animaniacs. You could totally do an Animaniacs movie.
I loved that movie.
Like Who Framed Roger Rabbit. You make the Warner Brothers and Dot as real people. as real characters. And they're real characters that came off the cells. Their cartoons are fucking abysmal. No one wanted to watch them. They were made 50 years ago. No one wanted to fucking watch them, and you threw them in a vault. Well, one night the vault accidentally opens up. They get the fuck out, and it's a chase between the security guard, the nurse, and the doctor to fucking capture them.
That'd be like an awesome movie, man.
They fucking wrote up a Tom. I literally one night was working at McDonald's, and I came up with a fucking live action Tom and Jerry script from start to fucking finish.
Mm-hmm.
And here's I'll just say it right. Here's my Tom and Jerry movie pitch. For you fucking screenwriters who fucking listen to this and steal it from me, fuck you. Give me that water real quick. I fucking lose my voice. So, first off, Tom and Jerry, if you're going to do a Tom and Jerry movie, you set it somewhere Midwestern Chicago.
Yeah, of course.
Or you
Midwestern area in general.
Yeah.
Or somewhere that has a big cat show. Here, let me look up cat shows. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay? Because...
I think Indy has a cat show as
No.
well.
I want the big time cat show. The one where I'm talking like Westminster Dog Show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the U.S. Cat Fanciers Association CFA. Okay, they're at the CFA. Okay, and for shits and giggles, we'll put it in Chicago. Okay, Tom is your regular street cat.
Mm-hmm.
You also introduce Butch, the black cat, because you gotta have a Mr. Tom.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Tom is hungry. Tom goes into this cat show. He gets thrown out, but he sees Jerry. There's a chase. He goes in there. Tom is distracted by a female. Let's call her a Persian cat.
All right.
Persians are pretty.
We'll put a Persian white Persian.
Mm-hmm.
Tom spends his time doing it, but this time Butch sneaks his way in there, and Butch and Tom start fighting over her. While Jerry's there, they're also trying to capture Jerry for her opinion, for her affections. But then you also have Spike in there, because Spike's you have security guards with Spike.
Pitbull, yeah.
Bulldog. Spike
Sorry, why did I say pitbull?
He was a bulldog.
I'm sorry, my brain.
But yes, you bring in Spike, and that you have all this chaos to where at the very fucking end, Tom and Jerry end up chasing each other, and they end up collapsing the fucking bleachers, taking everybody out. Tom is accidentally awarded Best in Show.
Who is?
Tom.
Okay.
It's actually awarded Best in Show. At the very end, he catches Jerry, and as he's trying to eat him, they immediately rush him to a fucking cat carrier to take him off to new shows.
Aww.
So
That's brilliant.
That is brilliant, though, man. It's sad, but brilliant.
It's sad, but guess what? It sets up for a sequel, because as you see Tom getting, at the end of the credits, you see Tom getting loaded on an airplane in the cargo, because...
And when did you think of this?
Like 3 years ago.
Oh my god. That's so cool.
I need to write it down.
I wish I could remember half the things, because I have like 2 movie ideas that I would pitch to Studio Ghibli, because I love their animation style.
Are those
not
the
only
ones with the Spirited Away and all that stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
I like the fact that they draw it, and the fact that they have extreme detail. Which my dreams are sometimes exactly like Hayao Miyazaki films.
Yes. The whole ending was you have the end credit scene a la Marvel, where at the very end Tom is getting loaded in the luggage, and Jerry just happens. Well, the people are not looking. Jerry's on the conveyor going up, and Jerry just sits there and waves at the camera. He just gives a fourth wall breaking, waves at the camera, and it goes black. You go right to the MGM Lion, because yes, Warner Brothers owns MGM, but still, you do a throwback, and you start the fucking movie with the MGM Lion.
Okay.
As a throwback to MGM.
I love MGM.
Mm-hmm.
I have every Tom and Jerry cartoon on Laserdisc here.
I kind of want to watch them now.
There's a lot of these chase cartoons that can be made in live action movies. You can do Sylvester and Tweety, but the problem is Tweety talks. Tom and Jerry, there is no spoken dialogue.
They're supposed to be a silent film, except for the yeah.
Exactly.
Like that.
That's all you need, and you don't need to bring in you don't need to bring Andy Serkis in.
But what about the Tom and Jerry movie that had them talking?
Oh, let's not talk about that.
Those were horrible.
I liked the one with the girl who was trying to get back to her father.
I like.
You mean the father? That's obviously Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
I like the swords one, the pussycat.
Yeah, that was actually towards the end of Tom and Jerry. And there's actually some people online who kept saying that Tom and Jerry committed suicide in their last episode.
Well, the implications are
Okay,
how
they
it
did.
shows.
Okay, the last episode was called Tot for Tot, and what they was the whole point of the cartoon was there was a lazy babysitter, and Tom and Jerry were trying to keep the baby safe.
Right.
They worked together on trying to keep the baby safe. The one was like 3 cartoons made before it was called Blue Cat Blues.
Uh-huh.
Tom meets a girl cat who's white. So does Butch. Butch has got more money. Jerry, through internal monologue, tells the whole story of it.
Here, can we play quiz time real quick? What was the first silent cartoon? I just looked it up.
Shit.
Not a clue. Heaven's doing puzzles.
I know the first one sound was Steamboat Willie.
Right, but I mean the actual...
I don't know. It's probably Bonko the Clown.
It was Felix the Cat.
Felix the Cat?
Yep.
That makes sense, though.
Yeah, he was...
That was so cool, because I looked it up, I was like, oh yeah! I had a quiz on that.
And that Betty Boop is a redhead.
Duh. Did no one see Betty Boop
I
as
always
Cinderella?
thought she was black-haired.
No, Betty Boop, they... And also, I hate to say this, I fucking hate this country because we have to bring our stupid morals into everything. Because, okay, look at early Betty Boop cartoons where she was like, hey, guys were peeking up her skirts or feeling her up and shit like that. And then later on, they're like, she has to be the Rosie the Riveter and the working girl and stuff like that. She has to wear the longer skirt. She can't show her garter belt and stuff like that. That's where it's like, and then finally they made her in color, and you don't make Betty Boop in color.
But I liked Betty Boop in color when it came to the Cinderella story, the small Cinderella short.
Yeah, that...
Because it was semi-musical, it had a nice beat to it and everything.
And then you have Tara Strong completely ripping Betty Boop to fucking hell with making Toot Bronstein.
Tara Strong did Twilight Sparkle.
There's actually a video of Twilight Sparkle parading around, but they're playing Princess Clara's voice from Drawn Together while singing the Bully song. Or Twilight Sparkle doing Princess Clara's, racist or homophobic or anti-Jew rantings. Or Twilight Sparkle saluting Satan, because there's an episode where Princess Clara devotes herself to Satan. I have to see the Drawn Together movie, because I want to see how bad that got ripped on this website.
Probably really bad.
Because I thought the Drawn Together movie was fucking... Oh, no one fucking rated it. But
it's untouched!
It got 50%. But the thing in the Drawn Together movie did some things out of it. First of all, they killed characters off. They killed Princess Clara off, and they killed, I think a couple others off.
You know what else kills off characters?
What?
Homestuck.
No. I'm going to fight the Homestuck.
It's so great how they bring them back to life and then kill them again, and even worse to where you feel like a pile of shit, and it's great.
But the only thing they added to the Drawn Together movie that really fucked up things, they had the Suck My Taint girl. Where they had the opening of her show with a black church choir going, suck my taint! And I'm like, oh my god, really? The taint what it is, and the taint ain't it, wait. It's a little stinking thing. I call it taint. Oh, won't you suck it? Won't you suck it? Won't you suck my little taint? God.
A little longer.
Okay.
But...
Curious, sorry.
Shannon, I showed Shannon an episode of Drawn Together not so long ago, and she was just like,
Yes.
She's like, what the fuck is this?
I love Drawn
What
Together.
the fuck moments. So hard.
Like the Ling Ling character asking to see the gay kids have to take a shirt off. Mm-hmm. Big Chow now, take off shirt!
I was like,
say Ling Ling 3 times. Ling Ling gets to defeat you.
Say Ling Ling 3 times and he goes to try to fucking kill you. I like the image where they show him come out of the triangle pokeball and he rips Ash's fucking chest open and he's playing in his innards.
Wait, what?
Yeah. There's actually a scene in Drawn Together because Ling Ling comes not in a pokeball but a triangle.
A mess.
And Ling Ling comes out and rips Gash's head. He doesn't call him Ash, he calls him Gash. And he starts playing in his innards, laying in his innards. And I'm like, oh my god.
Why did you do that to me? I don't want to hear that.
It's wonderful.
It makes me sad.
What's sad?
Why?
I don't know.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Oh, I guess Don Bluth filed for bankruptcy.
Oh no! Really?
Yeah.
How?
But I guess what saved him was there's other Don Bluth movies. I'm just looking here. Troll in Central Park, which I loved.
I love that movie, and I wish I could find another copy of it to watch again. I only seen it once.
There's Rockadoodle, which I saw it when I was 8.
I loved Rockadoodle. I used to have the VHS.
And I thought Rockadoodle was so great when I was 8, and then I get to be like 20 something. I'm like, let's watch Rockadoodle again. Let's fucking not and say we did.
I want to watch Rockadoodle.
How did you make that?
Well,
and then he made
Bible with just the buttered ones.
Yeah, but here's the thing: is that
but once you drain it, put butter in it.
The last,
and then put it in mine, and then afterwards put garlic salt to how you taste.
We'll just both.
Yeah.
Because I want mine naked completely.
You just want butter.
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, the last thing that he made was Titan AE, which. I love Titan AE. I thought Titan AE was a great.
Titan 80?
Titan AE. It's a movie where the guy has that ring and the round spaceship, and he's the only one who can find this lost spaceship that can recreate Earth.
Never seen it.
It's good, but it's really fucking plot. It's got a lot. It's like Cinema Sins can wipe it.
Predictable?
Yeah, pretty much. It gets pretty predictable. But I could watch Titan AE and then be like, this is kind of Guardians of the Galaxy-ish. You didn't see Guardians of the Galaxy, did you?
I did.
Okay.
How else would I understand Star-Lord, Rocket, Groot?
I am Groot. So
I am Groot. We are Groot. I saw that in theaters with my friend Wyatt.
Yeah, I saw it with Amanda, and I saw it again with Chris and Jess, and I saw it with everybody. And we got 3D for free because they fucked up our showing, and then number two they had to move to another theater, and they didn't hand us 3D glasses, so my eyes started hurting. My eyes were bulging out my head because of Graves' disease, and I'm like, I had to walk out of the theater and go outside because my eyes were hurting so bad from it. Like the manager was like, here, everybody's from free candy, here's some popcorn, here's some drinks. Go back and watch your movie and enjoy.
Wow.
Because the 8 fucked us so bad on the movie, it was not even funny. But the manager was like, boom, saving the fucking day. I'm like, congratulations, well played, good sir. You're not going to get any hatred from me on fucking AMC, because 1, a good friend of mine works for him, they gave him a trophy, and 2, that dude was awesome. The only hate you get is that why is there no fucking Marvel Marathon in Indiana? Chicago gets it, and
I'm sure it's a small thing in Indianapolis that you be in select groups for.
No. Only certain select locations get the 32-hour Marvel marathons. We only get the Avengers 2 marathon. Mm-hmm. Which you don't get the special lanyard, you don't get the medal, you don't get to show up in your fucking pajamas and lounge the fuck about. Cause we
do that at ISU though.
I know.
It's nice.
I think it's something that Gamers Guild should do. I think the Gamers Guild should just do that. Is try to get a deal with AMC to get tickets for one showing Avengers 2, like one of the midnight showings, or one of the early showings, or one of the late showings of Avengers 2 the first night, and you guys just do a thing where you guys have people come in, you guys donate money to charity, and go, and you guys start with Iron Man and go all the way to fucking, towards the end where everybody's like, oh god, I'm tired, everybody get on buses and go to the theater to watch Avengers 2. And do your own version of it. Because I'm thinking about doing that here. I'm thinking about just getting all the DVDs or pirating and get all the fucking Marvel movies together and just go boop, and go from Iron Man to Avengers or Iron Man, and then hell, I might start early and get it timed up to where it'd be 10 o'clock right before Avengers 2, the midnight showing. Mm-hmm. Go get my Deadpool costume on and get ready to go. Hi, Danielle. We noticed you popped in the chat. Welcome to our Mailing Our Dicks episode.
Danny John!
What company do you hate right now? Come on, name a company that you hate, because we've hated a lot of people. Apple, movie companies, film companies.
Mostly film companies.
Mostly film companies, Disney. I hate eBay.
Companies that I hate.
I got another one I can fucking say something. EA Sports. Number one, I'm sick of your game openings when I'm trying to play the college football one.
I know the perfect company to say I'd mail a dick in a box to that Danny would hate.
That is?
Funimation.
McDicks. Oh yeah, I will say something about Funimation. Granted, I have paid for their streaming service. Mm-hmm. And I'm sorry, I think it's kind of bullshit because, hey, I want to watch Ikitosen, but you don't have the second fucking season. You have the first season, the third season, the fourth season.
Skips. That's one thing I hate about Funimation.
That's one thing I hate about all streaming sites.
Another is like, oh, someone else wants to stream this on their site and stuff, and they've already gotten proper permissions, and yet they still block them. I'm like, what the actual fuck?
McDicks. Oh, yeah, Shannon, as soon as Shannon gets her ass here, she can talk about McDonald's. How much they're fucking assholes.
Oh, I could talk hours
Don't
about
even want to talk about
assholes.
McDonald's, bro.
I hate McDonald's because of one simple fact that they denied my application because I was too fat.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yep. Greencastle's McDonald's denied my application because I was too fat.
That's bullshit.
They said we have an image to upkeep.
That's just like Family Video with me. I'm not man gay and I'm not skinny and pretty and preppy and blonde.
I know it. Russ Stroh told me that because they said it to one of his friends, but he went there and stole like $500 worth of movies from fucking what was it called again? What was that?
Family Dollar.
He stole about $500 worth of Family Video movies and video games, just never returned them. He's like, fuck it, they took me, I paid him for it. I paid for the fucking movies.
Now, talking about jobs like that, I had worked as Sony before, and somewhere else, and I went to go apply at the Kroger's down near the mall. Mm-hmm. They told me that I looked like I would steal something or beat the shit out of someone, so they didn't give me a job.
That's horseshit.
Yeah. Like, they're stereotypical. Like, a lot of people in Terre Haute now are, like, stereotypical about who they hire.
But, yeah, like, there's a lot of dumb shit that goes on.
I went to KFC. So those people were,
You weren't black enough to work at KFC.
Thank you. I didn't want to say it. Yeah. Pretty much.
Oh, March 19th, 1995. I remember getting my ass beat for skipping church that day.
Why?
Because my buddy got tickets to the Pacers game.
Oh, jeez.
And it was the return of Michael Jordan. When Michael Jordan, like, after his father died and that he made Space Jam and tried to play baseball.
I want to watch that movie again so bad.
Space Jam was awesome.
Space Jam all it did is promote more furries to have jerk-off material.
Whatever.
I still like the movie. The movie was cute.
The movie's cute, but Lola Bunny was not needed.
And it teaches bullies a lot of... Hey, Lola was definitely needed.
They fixed her in the Looney Tunes show. Mm-hmm. They fixed her completely.
Lola was needed.
Lola was needed for the Looney Tunes continuity, but they over-sexualized her.
They might have, but they also showed for the sexist people out there that women can play basketball just as
I know.
They had to put it in there or it would have been sexist.
Well, at the time, we had just started the WNBA, which I'm sorry, and this is where I'm going to get labeled a sexist pig for, but tractor pulls. Hickory tractor pulls attract more people than the WNBA championship game. Mm-hmm. 205 people attended the WNBA championship game last year.
Yeah.
A tractor pull in Birmingham, Alabama attracted 2,000 people to it. Mm-hmm. You attract more people to a fucking Hickory event than the WNBA.
Yeah.
And you know why? I will tell you exactly why the WNBA is bullshit. Because, one, their season is in the middle of the goddamn summer.
Yeah.
Two, it's Two, the NBA has done everything they can to keep promoting it, but they need to turn it into a real business model and let someone like, I don't know, the guy who owns the Dallas Mavs, Mark Cuban. They let Mark Cuban take control of the WNBA as a commissioner and let him go through and go, okay, first off, number one, we're going to stop having our season then. We're going to have our season when the men have their season. Yes, the men might lose a little playing time because we have to move shit around. But yes, do that. Also, how about to encourage more people to watch the WNBA? Why don't you move fucking basketball from the goddamn Summer Olympics to the fucking Winter Olympics where it fucking belongs?
Right.
Because the NBC keeps bitching about how they have no fucking ratings for the Winter Olympics, but yet they get trumped in the summer because everybody wants to watch Kobe Bryant. Mm-hmm. The logical fucking choice is move boxing and fucking move some of these goddamn indoor events that make no goddamn sense in the summer to the fucking winter. Don't move gymnastics because goddamn, that's a moneymaker. Mm-hmm. But you move boxing and fucking basketball to the goddamn Winter Olympics. Who wants to watch fucking the luge? Because I really want to watch...
Just let you know. Sorry.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I want to watch a dude literally stick an ice skate up his ass and go running down a hill. Or I could watch, women basketball, or I could watch men playing basketball and actually get some fucking ratings.
Oh, before we go, also, another mailing to Dick Company, Victoria fucking Secret.
No fucking kidding. With their inaccurate measurements of the chest to their unrealistic size of women.
Yep. Well, as later the cable guy put it, it's Victoria's Secret. It's kind of Chuck E. Cheese for adults here.
I was messing with my ball and I was like, Victoria's Secret, I hate you guys, but this is not from,
I agree, because...
Trust me, I have more than enough of a vendetta with Victoria's Secret.
And then, they try to make the plus-size Victoria's Secret. It doesn't work. Okay.
The only plus size they have is Triple D, and that's not even an accurate measurement.
No.
Because you're not supposed to even go past the doubles.
Yeah, tell that's enormous snits.
No, I mean, if you got,
if it's a legitimate, oh my gosh, this is a very full cup in this specific size, go on ahead, go to the triple. But if you're quite literally someone who's actually a E or an F, but they keep putting an additional D because they don't want to take the time to actually tell you that you're bigger than what they have, I'm sorry. That's just fucking stupid.
Okay, I had two people type measure me, okay? One person said I was an H, and then one person said I was like a double F or something like that. I'm just looking at...
There you go.
You're an F.
I'm an F.
Talk to Norma Stitz there.
See, with Norma's situation, I know Norma. I know about her. And
yeah, because you've watched fucking Matt Pat.
They need to have custom bras made. Usually.
I just gave up on Victoria's Secret and went to Lane Bryant. Their prices are a little bit cheaper on when it comes to bra and underwear. They have just as many designs. I'm
the reason why the changing room has locks on them.
Now, I had a... Yeah, you perv.
I'm the reason why the changing room has locks on them in the Bloomington one.
No, here's a good thing.
He's rubbing your fucking head going, it's not for that, it's because she was trying stuff on, she wanted me to come and look, and, well, shit happens.
My friend decided to go to Victoria's Secret the other day and purchase the
one at the Honey Creek Mall?
No. It was one down in Muncie.
Okay.
And they decided, I guess it's in a mall, I don't fucking know. Anyway, so she decided to purchase a bra. She said for 2 bras and 3 pairs of cute underwear, she paid over $200 for it.
At Lane Bryant, you could buy quite literally 5 pairs of underwear and 2 bras for at least $30.
Yeah, I'm just saying, how ridiculous are those prices? Yeah, they might look cute and lacy and pretty.
Too inflated in prices, for one, and for two, the material's not even that fantastic. I could probably go to Walmart.
The support is horrible, yeah.
Well, the support's not horrible. When I was able to fit Victoria's Secret, they did have great supporting bras. Sadly, the support was only put in the tension of the shoulders, which actually causes tension issues with your shoulders and headaches and spasms through the spine.
Right. Now, what I'm meaning by my support, because, I as of being a really rounded woman, like you said, the shoulder support, I kept on having, I call it boob drop, where it, like, kind of...
drops out the bottom.
Yeah. You know,
that's an elasticity in the bottom area's issue.
Yeah, and that's, like, all Victoria's Secret, to me, in my opinion, because that kept on happening.
Would you keep your band at the tightest setting or the lowest setting?
I kept it on, like, the medium. Like, I kept it medium.
Well, that's the point of the band, my dear, is to make it tighter so that you don't have the drop.
Yeah, like, I had it tight to where it actually kind of, you know, held it up in place, but not, like, too tight to where it was, like, flip. Like, if I raised my hands, flip, you know. So, yeah,
that doesn't happen.
It happens.
I guess you have the worst of luck with that.
Yeah. Like, some bras, if they're too small or too tight or too...
trust me, I have to do the drop test every time that I go to a bra shopping in general.
I think, like, you know, just it's...
I'm surprised that our numbers have not jumped up now. We talk about washers and dryers having sex, and boom, we get numbers, and...
We talk about boobs and bras, and nothing happens.
Nothing. Crickets.
Yeah. But anyway, what more is there to talk about now?
Well, let's see here. She brought up McDonald's.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to smack no.
The which one? The when we were there and they were shitty to us, or the
every single one of them,
or the the love policy with pay with love was bullshit.
All of it.
Huh?
Oh, the pay with you hear why I think pay with love is bullshit? Okay, so we go right around the middle of that pay with love bullshit. Mm-hmm. Okay, there's a guy who's in the drive-thru. His car is dead,
like dead.
I go up there and I pull my jumper cable out and start his ass. Mm-hmm. Go inside.
Cashier sees it.
Cashier sees it. What does she do? Still charges me for fucking $11, $12 for all the food.
Now, he bought his own, or theirs, and I bought my own. And I was like, hey, you know, is there any way, like, I could pay with Lovin'? Because, you know, I asked, because I was curious.
With what?
Lovin'. It's like when you do something, like, for a favor, like, hug the person right of you, and you'll get free food.
Yeah.
It was paid, like, for Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Or, call your mom and tell her you love her. Or high-five me. Or do jumping jacks. Or some stupid shit like that. And they'll give you your free meal.
Free food.
Yeah.
So, anyway,
I wish I heard about
after
this.
he was gone, and then... No, it was bullshit. Anyway, so... I went to, you know, I was like, hey, you know, you think I could pay with Lovin'? She just kind of laughed at me and went, she's like, that's going to be like $4. And I'm like, okay. So I leave, and she's like, oh, hey, Tanisha, how are you doing? Do some 10 jumping jacks, we'll get you some free food.
Boom.
Like, it was a friend.
Her best friend came in there. Boom. She gets paid with love.
She's like, oh, thanks, boo. And then she, like, grabbed her food and walked out. And I'm like,
this is horse shit. It was a stupid policy.
I mean, I like the idea if they actually would have done it.
Oh, no.
I mean, I'm not saying every customer should have the option to pay with Lovin'. But it just kind of seemed really odd and really suspicious that only her friends was doing it, because when we were sitting down eating, there was at least 2 to 3 friends of hers going by and doing it. Whether it be like a cute guy or 2 of her friends came by, and they would automatically, you know. I'm just like, this is horrible.
Yeah, okay. And I'm looking at this New York Times article. If I was able to pull it up on here, I'd show it there. Literally, the New York Times did a survey of people who went to McDonald's regularly.
Yeah.
Only like 2% of the people got to pay with Lovin' at all during the whole promotion. I finally got to one time, and they're like, "Can you call your mom and tell you the deliver?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't have my mom's number. I have my stepmom's number." And they're like, "You gotta call your mom." I'm like, "Can my stepmom work?" Yeah, my mom's dead. Can I call my stepmom? Oh, we're so sorry. They call my stepmom. Like, me and my mom were not talking at the time, so yeah, I didn't want to do that.
Right.
But this is the bullshit of it, and they're like, "Well, this is just not worth it." But that's, again, McDonald's got it. Taco Bell gets it sometimes from me because, well, I think the toilet wants to mail its dick to Taco Bell every time we eat Taco Bell. That White Castle. Dear God.
Am I the only one that can handle White Castle and not have this system issue? Because every time I mention, hey, I'm going to go to White Castle, they're like, I can't. That stuff just runs right through me. And I'm just like...
Hey, I can handle it, okay?
As long as it doesn't have cheese on it.
Oh, God, yeah. It was like... And this place turns into a level 5 fucking biohazard.
No, I can handle it. Like, seriously. If you ask me to eat like 20 or 30 of them, hell no.
Well, it's like, imagine spending a week eating it.
Okay, I've done it.
I've done that too, and it's just like, people are like, it runs right through me.
And we're like, no, okay, you want to know something?
What?
My stepdad, husband, whatever.
Are you sleeping over there, Randy? I hear what sound like these snoring sounds.
Like 10 or 20 past. 10 or 20 boyfriends before the one she has right now. I was still in like kind of high school, and I was on summer break, and he had an over the road truck driving job, and that's all we would eat for like the entire summer. Maybe a little burger here and there, but that's about it. And I eat hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. You know
what's just as good, but we need one up here, is a fucking Crystals.
Yes.
What?
Thank you. A Crystals.
It's like fucking White Castle, but it's got like all like chickens, like little chicken sliders.
No, Crystals is actually the main thing. White Castle is an off-brand of Crystals.
White Castle was created in the early 1920s.
And Crystals, you could look it up right now. Crystals was the main thing.
Meanwhile, I just know that White Castle has a repertoire of history with having their business up and going for a while.
Okay.
And yet, I've never heard of Crystals.
Okay. Well, first of all, it's a southern thing.
Okay. Crystals was in the 32. That's what Crystals...
Yeah, and it was started in Tennessee. White Castle was started in St. Louis. Or Kansas City, actually. The Wikipedia picture, that the one in the French Quarter, I've ate that one when I was in New Orleans. I love going to New Orleans, walking around in my Requiem, by the Requiem costume, and getting pulled into the Hustler Club and getting free lap dances. And then 2 of the girls show up to Requiem. And guys are like, thanks for bringing the stripper, here's my drink pass.
Yeah, 1921 to 1931. But Crystals was more of a healthier, better.
I seriously thought Crystals was the main one because I've always heard of Crystals because when I was in Georgia, that was like the main thing.
It's like going to Texas and hearing Whataburger, and then you come to Indiana, and you're from Texas and you come to Indiana and you're like, "Where's a Whataburger?" And you're like, "What the fuck's a
Whataburger?"
Now I
know. You never heard of Whataburger? Oh my god, Whataburger's awesome because like they literally put like the stickers and they can tell you what kind of what on your sandwich, and literally people have like buttons, like people there's like a whole culture around.
That kind of reminds me because in Washington, Indiana, there's this walk through this Whataburger.
Whataburger sounds a lot like something I've seen in almost every anime with the W burger places compared to McDonald's burger places.
That's the thing is Whataburger, they had the big W. Kind of like Wendy's, but...
They are so good.
Yeah, they are.
Oh my god.
I had to stop. Okay, we decided to drive from Indiana to New Orleans. It was me, Megan, and my little brother, Matt. Which, Matt's not really my little brother, but I... love this kid enough. He was the gay kid who joined the group, and I will be damned if someone fucks with him. Mm-hmm. So I call this kid my little brother. Still do. Love the kid to death. We stopped there, and like I literally got a drink cup from them, and I took it to work when I was working at McDonald's at the time. I took it to work like 2 days later, and my manager's like, "You can get the fuck out of here. That's a rival company." I'm like, "Blake, tell me where the nearest Whataburger is." He's like, yeah, there's one in fucking Tennessee, dude. Who the fuck is going to ask where Whataburger is?" He's like, "We have truckers that come through here." So do truckers come through the fucking drive-through? No. But
we tried and failed.
Yeah,
that doesn't work.
But yeah, no, they literally have a shop for Whataburger where you can buy like the classic T-shirts, the symbols.
Yeah,
it's a fucking phenomenon, and you're right, it has shown up in anime.
But as a not named, but no, I actually discovered this when Washington High School my freshman year. We had
Cold shell donuts.
We had off-campus lunch. We could go anywhere.
I wish we had off-campus lunches at my high school.
That was it. Yeah, that got canceled shortly after my freshman year was ended. But we rushed over to go and eat this burger, Whataburger, whatever. Cause I was like, whatever. What the fuck is a Whataburger? You know. And when we went down there, I must have eaten at least 6 or 7 burgers that day. Dude, I was like Supernatural Castiel with hammer. It was really good.
Sadly, I don't understand that reference enough. Enough.
She's never watched Supernatural.
Actually, I have, just not far enough.
No. Okay, well, Castiel.
I do know of Castiel.
Obsessed with
I've
hamburger.
seen episodes with Castiel in it.
And she's a lesbian, folks. Just remember that.
Yeah, fuck you. But anyway.
We have drumsticks over there.
Oh, here me those.
Do we need a... Do you know someone who's in marching band so we can just have them come and be our drummer? Either I'm going to ask you or I'm going to ask fucking Danielle.
Danielle would be better. I played trumpet. Klutz! That's just proving my point!
Danielle's actually going to be like, I can think of somebody.
Of course you could, Donnie-chan. Are you looking forward to Evansville, Danny?
It's up in the air right now if I'm going to try to come in and podcast from there.
By the way, got news for you.
Oh, great.
Yep, I'm gonna be the bad news bearer here.
So you're gonna be bad news. Okay, you gotta bang and ask for decorum first.
Anyway, basically, you have to have for
a special
podcasting,
special badge,
and stuff like that. You have to have a press badge.
How much are those?
$60.
I thought it was 90. You told me 90.
60.
Okay.
$60.
Wow.
Plus, you have to have your panel, a panel that you have to do. Which panels there's
already been
4 or 5 left, and there's already a final draft.
So I guess that we're gonna have to do this next year and do 7th Street Geeks there next year.
Yeah, you can. There's an application you have to fill out, and then if they accept your application, you have to pay $60, and then you have to do your panel, and you have to bring your own equipment, and then blah, 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 blah,
I don't think the equipment part would be an issue.
Yeah, no. And then you would have to, deal with whatever time they put you under. If they sit there and put you, say, you're going 6:30
p.m. on a Saturday evening.
You gotta be there. If you're not there, I know. If you're not there within 10 minutes, you're canceled, and
if anything,
you're gonna get charged extra money.
If we mentioned that our show was a late night show thing, anyways, it would probably be lined up with the hentai session
and the rave next door.
Fuck a lot of that. I'm fine with a 4 o'clock one where we can shoot. I will fucking bring a t-shirt cannon. I don't give a fuck.
Also, just to let you guys know, I don't know if
I would love to use the t-shirt cannon.
I feel like I'm gonna go into a legal issue if I start saying something.
What do you mean?
I had something in my mind.
Better t-shirts and shit like that?
No. About something a donor actually told me. You know what? Fuck it. I don't even think she's listening anyway. I might be filling out a vendor hall application and probably going to be selling Mary Kay cosmetic things, like makeup and stuff.
Yeah.
Because...
you have Mary Kay makeup?
I'm going to, yeah.
I wish I had enough time to build a party cannon. Oh, God.
I have to go to the kickoff starter tomorrow at 6 to go get, information.
Okay, I'll be honest with you, Danielle. If this shit's going on next year and we have things set up, we will have you on fucking stage with us and let you just fucking go.
Dude, we should have her have the cannon.
Oh my god.
Like a confetti cannon, a t-shirt cannon, a squirt gun. I don't care. She could be the zany one.
It itches really bad.
Those don't work for itching. I already tried.
No, they don't. But also,
this works better.
Yeah, take the wrench.
Okay.
We're gonna take our last 5 minutes to go to the last thing. I know we're going for an hour and a half, but
this does not work.
we got one other project we have to do tonight. I've go ahead and I've finally decided I'm going to do the bowels of what YouTube is. I'm going to start putting the shows on YouTube.
Ooh.
And I'm also going to start putting We're going to start doing Let's Plays.
I'm doing Five Nights at Freddy's.
Well, we got
dibs.
we got to get a streamer set up for that.
I got dibs on
You can do Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, look, Anthony wrote his name on these.
Yeah, I noticed that. I'm like,
Aww.
yeah. So I was like, I saw he drawn them. I was super pissed off when I saw him do it. I'm like, he wrote his fucking name. Fuck you. And just like he wrote on. I'm like, fuck you. He wrote his name on them.
I'm guessing his name being written somewhere is rare.
Yeah, like, look how well he wrote this.
To let people know, my son is autistic. And he's a very high-functioning autist. They think that he could possibly grow out of it.
Look how well he wrote that.
I know.
Especially on
That's
the rounded edge.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I can't even write that well on freaking rounded stuff, I don't even think.
So, yeah, he wrote his name, stuff like that. But yes, Daniel, if you want to do it next year, have balloons and all that shit. We'll get that worked out. But I'm going ahead and do some Let's Plays. We're going to record voices for Legend of Zelda: The Ancient Stone Tablets, a Legend of Zelda game that's never been released in America.
I will totes be Zelda.
I ain't being nobody. Shut up.
You're being the King
No,
Zora.
I'm not.
Why not? Why not?
I ain't being no man.
It's a goddamn fish.
Blob, 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 blob.
At least you're not talking like Rada from fucking Chowder.
Rada. Club, club. Rada, 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 rada. Rada, rada, rada.
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 I love the episode where he's telling the dirty joke, and he's just like Rada, 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 and like Schnitzel's just like Schnitzel, or it's like the main character, the cook's like Schnitzel,
Or
the fucking cook dude,
Gazpacho.
Gazpacho's like Rada or Schnitzel, and he's like, it's just like Rada. He's like, Rada. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? They sat there and just implied a sexual joke with like the rock monster who just says one fucking word.
Rada, rada.
Rada, rada, rada.
Rada. I could go on about Chowder. I thought Chowder was a great show.
Here, you know
Chowder and
what?
Misadventures of
This is
Flapjack.
Oh, I hated Flapjack.
To be fair, last thing of the Dick in the Box original Cartoon Network being given to this current Cartoon Network.
Thank you!
Cartoon Network.
Thank you. Well,
I miss classic Cartoon Network because then I actually had shows I enjoyed instead of these mind-numbing idiocies.
you know where the thing went like the
Yeah!
come on.
Okay, when they brought in.
Where it's actually checkered letters.
Okay, I liked cartoons. I liked what a cartoon show, because you know what a cartoon show gave us? Family Guy.
Did you actually know they're thinking about changing Cartoon Network's actual name now?
To what?
I don't know, but they said something about it. Like, you can look it up online. Somebody had stated that they're thinking about changing Cartoon Network into like some other weird name now. It went from Cartoon Network to CN to Cartoon Network again, and now they're going to change it to something else.
They need to calm their tits about changing this damn name.
Well, okay. Yeah. Okay. Apparently they're going to change it in the fall to something else.
Yeah, like, I don't know what it is. What was it?
I don't. Oh, this was from fucking. This is from 8 months. Or so this post was from.
I can't take much more heartbreak with Cartoon Network. I thought they were finally redeeming it when they had regular show and Adventure Time on it. Because it had a similar feel.
Adventure Time's about ready to go off the air because the guy who's doing it's like, I'm kind of done. I'm getting ready to make a movie. He's gonna make an Adventure Time movie with the guys who made the Lego movie.
Oh, dear God.
And yet you've seen the song all feckin' time acting like everything is awesome. That's what I feckin' thought.
That song, that's the only thing in that movie that got nominated for an Oscar.
Was that song?
What the fuck? It got what?
Everything is Awesome got nominated for an Oscar.
Well done, Oscar people. Show how low you guys are getting.
I don't know what won for best song. Oh no, sorry, it was a song from Selma. Where it had like a group of it had a big black choir with it. That won best song over Everything is Awesome.
What is it?
It was something from Selma. You know,
it was 2014, right?
It's 2015 Oscars. But Yeah, we'll be putting them up. They'll be going on. I'm just gonna have to make a Gmail account for 7th Street Geeks and just make a 7th Street Geek channel, and we'll do.
Get on Google Plus.
I will put us on Google Plus because I'm gonna start putting our Patreon shit up because then our Patreon. One of the goals of the Patreon, if we get to a certain level, is going to be Sunday or Saturday Supercade show. Or we just do a Sunday or Saturday show or a weekend super show. And figure that out. I know one of our Patreon goals. I know one of our Patreon goals is going to be, and I'm going to make it something.
I hate you.
I'm going to put something really stupid and outrageous. But if we can get up to say we're getting enough support for $2,500 or sorry, $2,500 a month. $2,500 a month.
Yeah.
If we're getting $2,500 a month, I will fucking write a 7th Street Geeks movie.
A movie?
I will write a fucking 7th Street Geeks movie.
For what exactly? The way we came together? Or
I will
the
fucking
creation of it?
I will just write a fucking movie. I will sit here, I will go to my job, and I will work 12-hour shifts and
Everything is awesome.
Damn it! I thought I got it out of her head.
But I will say this right now: if you
I will fucking stab you with a fork.
Rufy dead.
No.
But okay, so I know one of our Patreon goals is going to be if we get to $500, I will start doing our radio drama of the household affair.
Oh my gosh! Can I be the voice of the washer?
Sure. We'll even audition members of the Gamers Guild for fucking voices.
Everything. Oh, you did not hear that.
I heard you that.
I heard that.
I heard that. Okay, folks, it's been fun. You all have a good night, and we will see you Monday.
And just remember, everything is awesome.
Good night, everyone.
Night.
Night.
Everything's good when your body